Starting. Go.
Hi everyone, it's Zach from Wart Farms. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a crop update. Today we're continuing on working on planting our apple trees. I wanted to pull one out before we planted it. And they got really nice root structure to them from the nursery. These trees were grown by a tree fruit nursery in Adams County, Pennsylvania. It's Adams County Nursery. And this tree, what you see here, is actually a 2-year-old tree. And one thing we can point out real quick, that you can see evidently, is this is the graft union. And what it is, it's a dwarfing rootstock which keeps the tree from never getting very big and bushy like some of the traditional apple trees might be. And what they do at the nursery is they take the top half, which is your variety of your tree, and they graft it, they join it to the rootstock. So that way you can get, in this case, it's a Cortland, a Royal Cortland apple tree variety on a tall spindle dwarfing rootstock. And these type trees, is if you Sarah turns around to show you, it's a tall spindle dwarfing style tree. They're going to keep growing up to our top wire, basically above these posts, but they're never going to get much bigger than that, and they don't branch out like a bushy tree. They stay confined pretty much to like this area, about 3 feet, and that's why we can plant them so close. Is we never really allow them to grow much bigger, but also because of that rootstock, they don't physically grow into big bushy trees. They're simply, as the name says, a tall spindle, a stick with lots of small branches. So anyway, we wanted to show you guys kind of our planting process here. What we've done initially is we came through with the small ripper and we ripped our row up, and then what we come through now is we measure out with these stakes every 3 feet, and then we kind of dig out the trench, a hole where we want the tree to go. And we got Melvin and Darwin here. We're working on this together, and go ahead guys, we'll show them how we're going to plant it. One of the important things you want to know, if you guys are planting any kind of trees, whether it's a fruit tree or a regular tree, is you don't want any of these roots to get all bunched up when you dig your hole. So when Melvin's planting these trees, he's making sure that these roots aren't getting pushed down and coming up like that. We want them to kind of have enough space to branch out and not get all bundled up like that. So if you're ever planting trees or anything at home, make sure you dig enough of an area for the ball of the roots so they don't get bunched up like that, because that's no good for the tree. And basically what he's doing is he's just packing in the soil nicely around to support the tree. And right now it's been a little windy in the past week or two, so it's important that we try to get the soil packed tightly around these trees. And also, as we're planting, we're trying to make sure that graft union is staying a considerable height out of the soil, because what they say is if that graft union gets closer to the soil, then it takes on more a dominance of the traditional tree, so it would turn into less of a dwarfing and more of a vigorous growing tree. So the higher we can keep that graft union out of the soil, the better it is for us. And they just put on a little bit of extra topsoil here to finish it off. That'll help keep the soil nice and wet, and help these trees get onto a good start. So we just about started. We started the other day, and this is our second day planting. We've been delayed by water and rain, but we've got another 1,200 trees this year. So we're pretty excited. We got this variety is a Cortland, and then we also have Evercrisp and Crimson Crisp. There's some newer varieties. They're both very nice red apples. The Evercrisp is a combination of a Fuji and a Honeycrisp. And if Sarah can show you the trees behind us, these are the trees we planted last year, and in a couple weeks these trees will look like that with the trellis system. We're going to put the poles in and the wires. And these are Honeycrisp and Gala. So we're hoping to have a couple apples on them this year. So we're working hard to try to make sure we have nice fruit on those trees. And so we're excited. We got some really nice trees this year and last year, so there's a lot of potential here for us, and it's a lot of work, but it's exciting. So we're kind of, you're gonna see how it turns out with us, but I'm feeling good about it. So if you guys have any questions about what we're doing here or want to learn any more, leave some questions in the comments and we can get back to you. I guess if you're wondering the trees get put up on those wires and they get clipped to the wires because the root style of the stock doesn't ever get much bigger. Like, it grows, but it's not like a big voracious root system like the traditional tree. So if we didn't have those wires up in those clips, it's likely these trees would get top heavy, and high winds and wet soil, they would blow down. So the trellis system helps support the trees in adverse weather conditions. And that's why we're going to try to get this all trellis up in the next coming weeks.
We got one question here, which is, do you use drip irrigation?
Right now we haven't had to because last year was pretty wet, but we certainly are going to consider it if we get into like a drought condition. We use drip irrigation on all of our vegetables, but certainly if you can keep the trees wet with the roots at the same time, it will affect the growing. And right now we want them to grow as much as they can, so if it does get dry, we're going to definitely put out irrigation.
Perfect. All right, well, thanks, Zach. Thanks for our update, and stay tuned. We'll keep updating you as we go. Have a good day, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.